Hi there Libra, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your work and money intuitive tarot reading for the month of June. So what I'm going to do is get shuffling here, and when the first card drops, that's my indicator to stop and draw the cards for this particular reading. I'm going to pull an overall energy, some cards for work, some cards for money, and then some clarifiers from the Star Child Tarot deck. So let's see what we have for you guys. Libra, work and money, June 2020. Work and money, Libra, June. Might be moving away from or moving towards new opportunities, Libra. We've got the King of Wands, great entrepreneurial energy. We have an ending. Some of you might be leaving a job. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Oh, okay, money sector is looking good. We have the Nine of Pentacles. That is definitely quality, luxury, self-sufficiency. Okay, Libra, let's get some clarifiers. Let's clarify that King of Wands. Sorry, these cards are a bit loud. They're kind of cardboard and they do make a big sound. So that one's just flipped over from before. Clarify the King of Wands. Libra. Oppression. The Devil energy. Okay. So we just need to be mindful, I guess, when you're looking for new opportunities, that you are dealing with people. So it's a couple that were just flipped over from before. I'm just going like that. Being mindful of the energies and the people that you might be doing business with or working with in the workplace, maybe even your customers or your colleagues. We have got the Empress. This is like very interesting because both Oppression and the Empress came out in the Gemini reading, which I've just done. One from the from my other deck, which is interesting. Okay, that came out. Oh, new beginnings, beautiful. Okay, let me just tidy these up, Libra, 1 second, and we're back for the read. Okay, Libra, we have got an overall energy here of the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is about moving on energy. It is about moving on from something even though you may not have wanted to. Some of you might have been in a job or career that you really genuinely liked, but potentially you might have been dealing with an energy that didn't have your best interests at heart. Because we have the King of Wands and we have Oppression, which is the energy of the Devil here. So some of you might have been dealing with a boss or a mentor, or somebody who was in charge of you that was a bit of a manipulator, or maybe undermined you in some ways, or maybe gave you, a lot more work and responsibility than other people. The King of Wands can be a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and it's generally someone who's in control. So it can definitely be a boss or an entrepreneurial energy. Now, that sort of devil energy is the energy of toxicity, and it is really a controlling energy. So I feel that some of you might have felt like you were really under somebody's control, and that this person was using their power, because there's the King of Wands, in a misguided way around you. And we've all been there, guys, with the boss that's on a power trip, maybe even taking credit for the work that you do. We in Australia here we say throwing you under the bus as well, when maybe they've made a mistake and they direct it to their team. It's that kind of energy that's really off and really, really toxic and unsustainable. Could be somebody who's been overworking you as well, maybe loading you up with extra shifts and hours when you didn't want them. And yeah, I feel like there's definitely a sense that you could have been burnt out in this opportunity or this job or this career, whatever it is for you, because the Ten of Swords is an ending, guys, but it's quite a painful one. So there could have been some really sort of big deceit here, or there could have been just this, this real sort of narcissist energy, somebody who was really, using their power in unconstructive ways, and you've just ended up basically, burnt out, fatigued, and completely over it. So I see you most definitely moving away from this, but it's with a heavy heart, because I genuinely felt like maybe you enjoyed the colleagues you're working with, maybe you enjoyed the kind of camaraderie in the workplace. However, there is this kind of quite, emotional roller coaster energy that I feel like you have been on with one particular person. It doesn't have to be a boss or mentor. It could be just a really strong energy in your team, or someone you work with. And it's just like it takes one person to basically spoil the broth. And I think they've kind of come to the conclusion that the only way you can kind of move towards a place of peace and harmony is to move on from this situation. Because we see here you moving away to somewhere that's much more peaceful, calmer waters, smoother sailing. But I feel like there's been hurts here. There could have even been actual verbal arguments or like a sense of passive aggression as well with all that swords energy. So yeah, sorry guys for who this reading is. I'm just reading what I see in the cards. But what I do want to call out is that we have the Empress here, and it's great in a reading where we see quite heavy energy and we see endings to see the card of possibility in it as well. So what I love about the Empress is she's the biggest card of possibility, but she can also birth or deliver into the physical material realm what you have been dreaming of, what you have been desiring. So some of you have probably been dreaming of something way better for yourself, a place or a way of working where you don't have to deal with these kind of people ever again. That could be going out on your own. It could be starting your own YouTube channel. That could be going freelance in the work that you do now, or teaming up with a friend or something like that. Whatever it is that you desire big, dream big, because the Empress is here this week to help you get that off the ground. So even though one door might be closing, a much better one might be opening, Libra. So that's what I love about this, is that maybe this is kind of like a bit of a universal test to move you along to where you really should be. Maybe you're just not supposed to be in those situations anymore. You've learned the life lessons that you need to from these kind of employed situations with horrible bosses or colleagues, and it's really time for you to step into your power and do your own thing. Yeah, so I absolutely love that. Okay, let's have a look over here in your money sector. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles and Starseed, which is the Fool. So we have a strong sense of the new beginning energy here that we've just kind of segued from. It's kind of like past, present, future here, and a bit of a progression. We see you at the crossroads with that Two of Wands. We see you maybe taking a leap of faith beyond your comfort zone to explore new territory. And there's that kind of sense there of like, should I, shouldn't I, what's this going to mean for my financial position? Because some of you might have to take quite a big chance if you are going to go out on your own. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles talks about independence and self-sufficiency. So I think for some of you, you are definitely either leaving this role or going out on your own or something, because this is very much a making your own success and achievements without the needs of others, without any codependency. That devil energy can also be the codependency. Oh, I'm never going to be able to make it on my own. I need people like this. No, you don't. No, you don't. The cards say that you can absolutely make this on your own. Maybe you just need to take a leap of faith. You just need to step beyond your comfort zone. But what's going to be there, Libra, I feel, in terms of finances, is better than what you've got now. But there might just be a period of in between, in the interim. And if you can ride that out, then you're going to be okay, because that Nine of Pentacles is a great card of luxury, of quality, of abundance. It's the Nine of Pentacles. It's almost the 10. The 10 is when you can then join together with somebody else and live the best life and have all the material resources. But the 9 is just the step before that. Also the reminder with the Nine of Pentacles is that good things do take time. This is a slower moving energy. I really feel that this is the kind of promise or the outcome should you make this move, this leap of faith, this step beyond the comfort zone to pursue something greater. However, it's not going to be like, okay, bam, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to be, in my silk robes in my garden. It's going to be a little bit of a transition period is what I'm feeling, and you will need to take the inspired action, and you might have to kind of be in that kind of moment of fear of the unknown a little bit until that manifests. But this energy of Starseed or the Fool, guys, it asks you to take that leap of faith and have that trust in the universe that you will be provided for and that it will work out. The energy of the Fool is about taking a leap, leaving that job behind, even though you don't know where you're heading or what the destination is. So many of you might be needing to get out of here ASAP without anything else to go to, right? That's the fool's journey. It's taking the leap without maybe something set up. But the promise here is saying that the opportunity will manifest and you will be successful, but there might be like an interim period. So if you can wait until you've got like a little bit of, savings, or if you've got some resources, then that might be better for you. But it's saying that, it is coming to you, but it might just be, a little bit down the track when you get settled into this new starting that's happening for you. I mean, the Starseed card is the biggest card of new beginnings. It's walking a whole new path. Some of you might be starting out in a career or job that's completely different, like a really different energy to what you've been doing here. I feel like this was more, even though you enjoyed it, it was a bit more kind of means to an end. Maybe you enjoyed it for other reasons, like the colleagues and that sort of thing. But this is moving into purpose work here with these cards. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. Looks like a really interesting month for you in work and money. Really wishing you all the best with it. Just keep in mind I'm reading for a collective, or not necessarily be everyone's reading. Leave me a comment. I do read them all. I try to reply to them all as well. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And I'll be back here for plenty more readings.